After defeating the orcs, we discovered where their stronghold was. Near the crash of their spaceship. We pressed on, eager to finish the beasts. The orcs seemed to know we were coming.
Oi! Used to get stabbed and smashing my things up. I'm gonna crop yours.
Here we are at the final battle of Centius Prime. The Space Wolves and Mantis Warriors have advanced up to the final orc bridgehead. Now, after most of the vehicles of war Boss Gigagob, who's standing on top of his stompa, have been destroyed, he's sending out the waves of boys. And here we got some death copters and some walkers and bikes. So what we're doing for the terrain here is that all these green sheets is the heavy forest. You're going to get a cover save if you're inside of it, but it's going to be kind of difficult terrain. So you're only ever going to be able to do a half move. So there's no going flat out here. The orcs on this side are not going to have that problem. They're going to be able to go as fast as they possibly can towards the Space Wolves. And it seems that nothing is really going to be in range to shoot anything on turn 1. I'm just going to go ahead and move everything, and we'll go right into turn 2. So at the end of turn 1, the orc line has surged forward. And on this flank, the Space Wolves have all rumbled forward through the forest. And on this flank, the tanks have moved forward. The Devastator squads, or the Long Fang squads, have gotten out into the ruins. And then the land speeders, not hindered by the difficult terrain, move forward, and then their sniper scout teams have deployed. So now, we'll roll to see who goes first on turn 2. Imperials, we can roll it on screen. Imperials, and the orcs. Looks like the orcs are going first. Right, the first unit of combat orcs from the front line here is moved forward, and there's nobody in range for them to shoot or charge. In response to that, the Razorbacks with the heavy bolters on it had moved forward, and they are in range to shoot here. So, look for 3s. And 6s to save. That cuts down 13 of the orcs in the open. Our orc buggies with twin big shooters are coming, and they're firing across into the snipers that got out of their speeders. Now, because of camo cloaks and the cover, we're going to need a 6 to hit. 2 hits, 5s to save, no saves, so 2 scouts go down. Now, our Predator squadron here with the last cannons is going to fire at those orcs that came out there. So we need 3s to hit, 6s to save. So we had 6 go through at 3 damage apiece, and these guys only have 3 toughness apiece. That's enough to wipe out the squad. We had another squad of boys, close combat weapons, move up as fast as possible. Then our Space Wolf Dreadnoughts have moved forward. Hopefully they'll be getting into the fight towards the end once they clear the forest. The Orc Bikes have moved forward, and they've moved forward enough to get the Dreadnoughts just in range. So they are going to fire a mountain of dice, looking for a 6. After whatever 18 times 4 is, they ended up with 10 hits. So looking for a 3 to save. 1, 2, 3 wounds go through. The Whirlwind Launchers are going to fire down here at the bikes. And there's not that many dice, so we're going to do it on the table. Looking for 3s. Okay, so 4 turns into 12. Their AP 1 with their armor of 5, so looking for a 6 to save. Okay, so 3 saves. Just enough to kill off 1 stand of bikes. The copters have moved forward to get here behind cover because nothing really worth it is in range. So next turn they can pop out and shoot at something. Our autocannon on Predators have moved forward in the woods, and they are going to be in range of these guys here. So Lots of attacks, looking for a 3. And it's all AP1, so saving on a 6. 15 wounds go through, meaning they need to take a check, and they're going to be pinned in the open field. Now that things in front of it have moved so it can get moving itself, Gigagob and its Stompa are going to fire across the field into those predators right there. So first, we're going to do, bring it back over here to the box. First, we're going to do the Mega Uber Gatling Giga Shooter. Oh, I didn't make a name for it yet. 1 hit. Oh, 1 failed save. We'll just keep track over here. Shoulder guns. 1 hit. That saves passed. And then belly cannon. That's it. Alright, so 1 failed save, so only 3 damage. Now the last cannons have moved the Land Raiders here have moved out of cover and they're gonna fire into Gigagob. Go ahead and roll the dice. Now it saves. So it takes 14 wounds, bringing it down to 32 left. So another squad of combat orcs is moving forward as fast as possible. So the last cannon Razorbacks are going to fire into Biggin. Go ahead and roll 6 dice. Look for 3 to hit. Okay, so 4 is to save. 1, 2, 3, 4 more go through. That's another 12 damage. He is down to 20 wounds remaining. The Orc Dreadnought squad kind of waddles forward at full speed. Alright, the other squad of Land Raiders has moved forward through the forest, but can't really see anything because of all the wreckage in the way. Pocket buggies at full speed. Alright, we're going to fire the Long Fangs, but we're going to break this up because they're going to do into different targets. So let's choose targets first. Okay, first we're going to fire off some heavy bolters here, so you're looking for 3. And they, AP1, so saving on a 6. 13 wounds go through, and they're gonna panic. Okay, missile launchers into the Dreadnoughts. For the Death Dread. They're saving a 4. Perfect timing on the commentary in the garage. So one of them is down to 6 wounds. Where's the 6? There it is. Okay, last cannons into the rocket buggies. Oh, with a whiff. Alright, moving on. Go ahead and move to the plasma cannons into this large squad here. Yep, 5 shots. Okay, so 3 hits turns into 9 with the blast, saving out a 6. That's 9 dead orcs. So we got another unit of orc dreadnoughts moving forward. So the snipers in the trees are going to go ahead and fire at this squad of orcs. So 27 shots, looking for 2s because they're snipers. So saving out a 6. So that will take out 15 orcs, and they're not panicked. Okay, the orc big guns are moving forward because they're just going to take a lot of punishment this turn. The orcs are pretty much just going to run forward taking shots. Okay, so the speeders have moved forward and they are going to absolutely try to punish the rocket buggies. 12 shots looking for a 3. 7 hits looking for a 6 to save. We got 3 saves, but that's still enough to blow them in half. So the last squad of Orc Dreadnoughts have moved forward. That's it for the Space Marine activation. The Orcs, I'm going to activate them all real quick, and we'll get right back to you. Alright, while my son is on a scavenger hunt to find all the dice we've dropped, at the end of turn 2, the Orcs have surged forward, and the Space Marines are making good use of cover and firepower. So the Orcs went last turn. Now the Space Marines go first this turn. Alright, so the Land Raiders have moved forward out of the forest, and they're going to fire into the Biggin again. Go ahead and roll, look for 3s. Okay, now, while my assistant tears everything apart over there to find the single dice under the table, we're looking for 3s and 5s to save. So he takes another 13 wounds, so that means he is down to 7. Wow. Alright, so the Stompa, because it pretty much senses its own demise, is going to waddle forward and fire at those. Actually, it's going to fire at these Land Raiders over here because it's in range. Let's make something happen. Stompa. So all those hits, go ahead and roll them, and I'll work out the saves after you roll the dice. So the damages are from the belly gun, 6. From the shoulder guns, another 9. And then from the big gun, another 6. So it's going to be 1, really dead land raiders. So that's going to be 6, 9, and 6. Oh, let me math. After all that damage, we're going to wreck one land raider and put the other one to 15. And then the crew inside the first one is going to bail out and be pinned. Alright, the whirlwinds are going to fire into the bikes again. Looking for a 3. So 6 hits turns into 18. Needing 6 is the save. With the saves, that kills one stand and a bit of another one. So the dreadnoughts move forward. They're going to fire into the land raiders looking for a 5. A meta 4 because they're orc vehicles. So 3 is the save. So we do 3 woos to a land raider. So what we're going to do here is the speeders are going to fire into this dreadnought squad here. So 12 shots looking for 3. Oh, saving on a -4. So saving on 5. 2, 3. Oh, yeah, 4 saves. So 6, 12, 18, 24. So that'll be enough for him, and that's going to be enough to wipe them. Oh, no, 6, 12. So we got one guy left with 6. So math. Panic check. Oh, he's not panicked. So we had another dreadnought squad move forward and fire that land raider. With this many shots, looking for a 4. Saving on the 3. He's down to 13 wounds. So the last cannon Razorback's going to fire at Biggin. 3 hits, saving on a 5.
All saves.
Oh, all saves is double 6 and a 5. We're taking an intermission from the game for a nerf fight. Alright, the Death Copters popped out of cover. Oh, sorry, the trees got hit in the nerf fight. The Death Copters popped out of cover and they're going to absolutely obliterate those land spinners. 5 to save. Okay. Alright, so they wipe out 3.5 land speeders. Alright, our Razorbacks are going to fire into the Helichoppers. So looking for a 3. The defensive 5 need a 6 to save. Alright, they did enough damage to lose 6 helicopters. So they need to make a test. And they are going to be panicked. So, double marked. Alright, our big gun squad has moved forward. They're going to fire at the snipers in the trees, so they're going to need a 6 to hit. Alright, 5s to save on that. So 6 wounds got through to the snipers. Dreadnought shooting at the bikes over in the corner looking for 3s. 6 is the same. Alright, so we only got 6 wounds left over there. Panic check! Ah, yep, they're panicked. Gigagob and his mega knobs have gotten out of the stompa, and they're gonna launch attacks into those land raiders. It's probably the only thing they're gonna hit to before they die. So, this many shots! Looking for a 5. Saving on 2. Brings that land raider down to 9 wounds. The last cannon predator is gonna fire into the mega armor, looking for a 3. Saving on a 6. So, 2 saves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to be enough to take out 2 stands of mega armor. The orcs, nothing else is going to shoot, so we've going to activate all the orcs to move up as far as possible. Now it's going back to the Marines. First off, rockets from the long fangs into these guys. Right, so 6 is the save. So it takes out 2, so 1. Down to 3. And then panic check. They're good. Last can is into Biggin. So it'll be 5 dice. 5 to save. 3 fails, which means Biggin is going to go down. Does he explode? He explodes! Oh dear God! Now, with how big he is, he explodes this big. 6 inches. Oh Lord. Okay, I'm going to do some math. Alright, so, Big Chungus here. He has exploded. We've gone ahead and moved the drops because they're just not going to survive this, and then the unit of troops over there. So the way I explained the explosion rules before in one of my videos is you roll the distance that it explodes, and then the units that are hit in the explosion take automatic hits equal to the number of wounds the thing had to start with. He had 40. So, on these dreads. Alright, so we got 1 dread and 1 dread with 3 left. Now we're going to do the Mega Armored Boys. They take this many. 25 wounds taken on the Mega Knobs, and then the second Dread Squad over here takes this many again. So after all that damage has gone through, we've lost a couple of dreadnoughts. All of the grots went away, and Gigagob got blown up in his own stompa reactor explosion. It's kind of poetic. Not even done with the long fang. So heavy bolter's here looking for 3s. Saving on 3. And he takes 2 more. He's down to 4. 5 plasma cannon shots right jaw. Looking for a 3. Okay, saving on a 6. 2 saves. Alright, the Grey Hunters have got out. They're going to fire here. Now they are veterans, so they hit on a 2. And then, here goes their AP1s, so they'll save on a 6. Panic check for the orcs. They're going to be panicked. These snipers are going to reach across the map and shoot Gigagob in his mega armor. Hit on a 2. So, saves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh wait, it's minus 1. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Which is going to be just enough. The 9 for these. And the 6 for Gigagob. So, with the war boss dead, with the stompa exploded, with half of the orcs that are still on the board in panic mode, I believe we are going to say now that that is a secured Space Wolf victory. Now, the orcs are just going to cut and run into the deep forest of Centius Prime. Space Marines will probably stick around for a few weeks doing a cleanup operation, and the Mantis Warriors will stick around longer to dig them out of all the dark places. So that's going to be the end of our Centius Prime campaign. Thanks everybody for watching. I'm going to string everything together as one long video to watch at your own leisure. I don't know why you would, because oh man, it's an hour or plus of me talking. And I have a voice for print and a face for radio. So, remember guys, until next time, if you're going to be doing something, make sure you're having fun.